July the 4th. And then we planned a great big fishing trip down on Balka Big Creek at Buffalo River. And that day, well, when we would take our wagons and teams, corn and baled hay to feed the horses, Mom and the women, Uncle Dewar and Adadi and all of those, they would bake up a lot of biscuits and cook up a lot of food, but we camped out and we would stay overnight and fish and come home like on a Friday evening, and we would come home like a Sunday afternoon. Well, all right, on this one night, after we had fished all day long, well, they built up a big bonfire, and our fire was kind of up on a little rolling knoll back up from the creek where we had camped. And it was about dusky dark, and the men are at high school, you know, Andy Vickers, and their family was along with us. And so they were telling big stories. And my grandpa Rose, Lee Rose, was always in the center telling a big story of some kind. Anyway, he was telling a big story about a snake, about almost biting him. And here's the big bonfire, and all the men were standing around, and they were telling this story about this and about that. And Grandpa Rose was a man in the summertime, early come spring. He pulled his shoes off and set them aside. They always went barefooted. He even plowed barefooted. I've seen him plow in the field. A lot of times, never wear a shoe in good ground where it wasn't so bad. But this night, he had a big blue jumper on, a big old pair of blue overalls on. It was warm weather like. And he was barefooted as he could be. Well, I had planned, just a kid, to make, I took a stick and I'd taken a horseshoe nail and a hammer and I battered that head out, which I could put it on an arrow like. I called it a frog sticker. When we were hunting for frogs, well, I would use that for a frog sticker to catch them. Well, that night, Grandpa Rose was standing there around telling this story, and he got a big snake just about to bite him. Well, I sneaked down and behind, it was dark by this time, and crawled right up behind him. There he was, barefooted, and Andy Vickers was just hunkered down a little bit across the firelight. And about the time the snake was just about to bite him, well, I slipped that little sticker to his foot. He said, "Oh, snake!" And I just rolled back down because if he caught me, he'd scalp me.